What's up, everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here. Today I'm working on a clothing photography booth. Let's get it. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo. What?
All right, originally I wasn't going to film this, but everything is coming out so well, I had to share it. Just in case you guys have a small eBay store like I do and you want to expand in the things that you sell, like I want to start selling clothing. I decided to do some research, and there's a guy called Chris Lynn from Daily Refinement. So I'm using his idea on how to photograph clothing using a shelving rack. The rack is in my office. I had to move some stuff around. It is a total wreck in there, and we'll go in there in a minute. But first I want to show you guys the progress on this thing. All right. Went to Lowe's, got some of this hardboard. 4-foot by 8-foot sheet was $14. $14.98 is $16.03 with tax. So got that. Already had these little 2x3s. I think these are 2x3s. I already had these. So I only used, how many did I use? I used 2 2x3s. Not sure what the market is on that right now because, you know, wood prices being so high. And I made it work. I have a gap there. See the gap? There's a gap on that end too. A little small gap there. And it's like that on both sides. Gap there. And a gap there. So, and of course, you know, with these two ends not being connected made it all wobbly and floppy and stuff. I made use with what I had on hand already. So I'm going to flip this over and show you what I did to stiffen that up. Get your mind out the gutter. Stop it. Stop it. This is what I did to tie those together. I had the scrap pieces. I had 2 very long pieces. Threw it on my miter saw, cut them in half. It didn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to see this part anyway. So now this can be all lifted up as one solid piece. Just make sure when you do this, make sure when you do it, you put 2 screws on each end. Because if you only put 1 screw, it'll make it a pivot point. And then it'll still move and wobble on you. 2 screws, stabilize it, whole thing, good to go. Alright, I'm going to flip this thing back over and show you what else I'm going to do with it. Alright, also at Lowe's, got this pack here. This was like $10 and some change. It's a foam insulation kit. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 6 pieces of foam. I think they're about a half inch thick, doesn't matter. It could be a 1/4 inch thick. We'll just need this so that you can have something in case you need to put pins in to pin your whatever your clothing up. That way you have a little cushion, if you will. All right, and then to attach that to that, don't know if it's going to stick yet. We'll see. Liquid nails, heavy duty. Y'all, I almost made a huge mistake. I had these measurements wrong, so I had to recut it, rebuild it. Now it's the correct size and dimensions that I need. Now I'm going to put down my styrofoam pieces with the liquid nails. So I can see I can get 2 full sheets side by side. Got a piece that's going to be hanging off there. And a little bit that's going to be hanging off there. I'll just cut that to fit. Alright, let's see how this works out. is hot out here. I'm going to let that cure up. Cure time, 24 hours. I'm going to let that cure for a couple of hours. I'm going to go have some lunch. Hydrate, cool down. Then I'm going to come back out, cut the excess off, and I'm going to take it in the house. Alright, I'm going to put my stuff away, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, it's been a couple hours or an hour or whatever. I'm going to use this little Dollar Tree knife and just cut and trim all the way down. Cut off this excess. Got it all trimmed up. This looks good. Alright, I'm going to take this in. Joe is on her break right now. Joe's on her work break right now, so I'm going to wait until after that's over so she don't have to hear me bumping and moving stuff around. I'm going to wait to take that in, and then in the meantime I'm working on another project that I have not filmed, not going to film, but I'll show the pictures probably on Instagram. So if you haven't, you can follow me on Instagram. I got stuff there too. Alright, I'm going to let this finish drying out here for the next hour or so. I think her break is like an hour. In the meantime, I'm going to continue on that other project, and then we'll do the inside portion of this. I'm very excited. Alright, I'll see y'all inside. Okay, I got the rack set up. I got one shelf up here, one shelf there, one shelf there. I have two more shelves that I may put in between these two spaces here. We'll see. We'll see what I store there. But yeah. Alright, let's see how this fits in here. Yes. All right. Yes. All right. Okay. It's in there. Fits. It's not sliding forward. All right. It's stable enough that it can hang up there on its own. Nice. So, another thing that Chris did was he has lights. He has lights on the side, the top, and that side that are magnetic. I have lights. I have some down there. I'm going to go ahead and use what I have and see how that works. I mean, I can only see how it works. I can always take it down if it doesn't work for me. I have two under cabinet LED lights that I want to try. I'm going to put those up. I have some zip ties, so all I'm going to do is just zip tie it to that top section there and plug it in. So another thing he did was he covered this section, he covered it up with some gray fabric, and I got a gray fleece blanket that I'm going to use on mine. I just hope it fits. Alright, I'm going to put the lights up and put the blanket on, and then I'll come back to you.